Beyond politics, the legal mechanics will likely determine what happens next. CRS's non-partisan primer on domestic military authorities highlights the basic structure. Posse comitatus limits are real, exceptions exist, and presidents have occasionally relied on the Insurrection Act to deploy forces when state processes break down. But Brennan Center analysts warn that today's statutory text leaves large grey zones, allowing wide executive discretion that courts have rarely tested in modern contexts. That's why civil society groups and some lawmakers are again urging Congress to clarify thresholds, require formal presidential findings, and create time limits and reporting requirements if the Insurrection Act is invoked. Congress.gov Brennan Center for Justice. In practical terms, watch 4 tracks. First, the on-the-ground posture in Washington. The AP confirmation that some Guard units are now armed is a measurable escalation. If some units shift from visibility to joint patrols or crowd management, the legal stakes and public reaction will both rise. Second, the Chicago timetable. The Post's reporting suggests operational planning that anticipates an early September start if approved. That window gives Illinois officials time to pre-file challenges and seek temporary restraining orders if federalization under Title X appears imminent. It also gives DOJ and DOD time to refine mission scope to stay on firmer legal ground, e.g. protecting federal facilities and augmenting federal agents rather than policing city residents directly. Third, the litigation pipeline. California's still unresolved case over the Los Angeles deployment is the most advanced test. A definitive appellate ruling that narrows or affirms what support roles troops can play without violating posse comitatus would shape options in other cities. Expect Illinois, Chicago, and civil rights groups to reference that docket heavily. Fourth, the politics, and especially the optics. Governors Pritzker and Moore are advancing a narrative of state sovereignty, local progress, and constitutional restraint. Jeffries is teeing up a House messaging fight over manufactured crisis. Johnson is offering a metric-driven rebuttal. In the past year alone, we have reduced homicides by more than 30%, shootings by almost 40%. The more those claims are borne out by independent data, the harder it becomes to establish the kind of impracticability required to invoke the Insurrection Act over a state's objections.